first question is the topic that we're all familiar with, and that's the coronavirus. The impact of this pandemic is being felt all across the country and certainly in Iowa. Governor Reynolds is trying to protect our health and safety while also being sensitive to the economic impact of those prevention efforts. What is Iowa getting right, and what else should we consider doing during this pandemic? Ryan, you start first.
Well, thank you very much. We've got a lot of businesses that are working hard, but a lot that are struggling. And, I've been talking to some businesses that are concerned about how, getting this payment back from the government for that small business loan that they had. And even though they've got the work there, needing to have the people available. So there are some things we've gotten right, which was to immediately respond and close the things down to make sure we were safe. But then maybe a little slower coming back, and some adjustments that we had to make with the right to assemble and some of these different rights. It's the first time we have used the emergency declaration, and so we've learned a little bit here that we've sort of set a precedent for the future, and so we need to make sure that we're putting some caveats in there in our legislation when we get back to in session here next year, so that we can make sure we're not overstepping people's rights without the legal standard that's needed, the strict scrutiny legal standard that's needed. So we need to make sure that we are getting Iowans back to work as quickly as possible, and that our legislature is responding to those needs as well as they can.
Great. Thanks, Ryan. And Colleen, what is Iowa getting right with this pandemic right now, and what else should we consider doing?
Well, I'm very proud of our Governor Reynolds. It's nice having a conservative voice for the state of Iowa. I think what we've been seeing is safety was our number one issue. But never in our lifetime have we seen a time like this, where churches are closed. So the picking and choosing of what has been open for businesses, mandatory, necessary businesses, is kind of confusing for people, but I think our constitutional rights are coming in the forefront, that we are seeing after 2 months and mask and this new norm. I think we're very strong Midwesterners, and we're ready to get back to work. We are going to have a hole to crawl out of, no doubt, but Iowans have a great work ethic. So I really believe that once we get the thumbs up to open up businesses freely, that people will be smart, be safe, but I believe our economy is going to come back stronger than ever.